Hi, Joe Haney here from IAC with another tip of the month. This month we're focused on Detekto Lite, our fluorescent leak detection powder that we recommend when finding leaks in baghouses. If you've never used it before, Detekto Lite is a fluorescent powder that's injected into a baghouse. That powder then follows the path of least resistance and finds areas in your baghouse where they may be leaking. However, using this powder, there's very standard procedures that we want to make sure we follow so you're satisfied with how well this works. One of those factors is making sure you have the right amount of powder. If you inject too little, you may not be able to find the leak in your baghouse. If you inject too much, you're just wasting money. The second thing people may do, and mistake they may make, is injecting the powder too far from the baghouse and or not letting the fan run long enough for the powder to find the leak. We would like to see folks injecting the powder as close to the inlet as possible, but if you are farther upstream of the baghouse, you may need to run that fan for a longer period of time for it to reach that leak. The third thing we want to make sure you're doing is don't let the fan run too long. If the powder finds the leak in the baghouse, but the fan continues to run, that powder will get to the leak, pass through the leak, and then it'll manifest itself as a big powdery mess inside the cleaner plenum, or you may not be able to find the powder at all as it passes out of the baghouse in what should be the cleaner plenum. The fourth thing we'd like to mention is the black light itself. This powder is going to reflect a very certain wavelength, and you have to make sure the black light that you have is capable to make that light pop. Sometimes folks will find a cheap light and it may not be attuned to the right frequency to make that powder show up as well as possible. And then the fifth thing I'd like to mention is safety. When we do these leak tests, we got to make sure that the cleaning system is off, the fan is powered down, and that everything electrically and from a lockout tagout standpoint is adhered to make sure this test goes well. We'd like to talk to you about how well this can work in your baghouse and other tips to make sure it goes well. So if you have questions, please let us know. I'm Joe from IAC with another tip of the month.